Imagine a country in Southeast Asia making a bold move in aviation. Cambodia has just signed an agreement with China to purchase 20 C909 aircraft. That's right, 10 firm orders worth about $380 million, and another 10 as intention orders, which could soon become confirmed deals if everything goes smoothly. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the C909? Can it really challenge giants like Boeing and Airbus? And why didn't Cambodia go for the more established C919 instead? These are the questions that make this deal so fascinating, and they hint at a shift that could reshape regional aviation. Before we dive in, if you love keeping up with aviation trends and global market moves, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of our future deep dives into big deals like this. Let's unpack this story and see why Cambodia's decision matters far beyond its borders. To understand why Cambodia's move is so surprising, we need to look at the bigger picture. For over a century, the commercial aircraft market has been dominated by just two giants, Boeing from the United States and Airbus from Europe. These companies have shaped how billions of people fly, from tiny regional airports to the busiest international hubs. As of 2024, Boeing holds about 40% of the global market, while Airbus is slightly ahead at 46%. Together, they've almost completely monopolized the skies, setting the standards for design, safety, and efficiency. But now, a new contender is emerging: China's domestically developed aircraft. The C919, C929, and the lesser-known C909 are quietly starting to challenge this duopoly. Unlike Boeing and Airbus, which have decades of established trust, China's jets are still carving out a reputation, yet they're already attracting attention in regional markets. This contrast between the established giants and the new challenger sets the stage for why Cambodia's decision to buy 20 C909s is more than just a routine purchase. It could signal a shift in regional aviation dynamics. China's journey into commercial aviation is more than just building planes. It's a strategic push to compete on the global stage. Take the C919, for example. This single-aisle aircraft, often compared to the Airbus A320 and Boeing 737, has already captured international attention. By 2023, GE Aviation invested $2.2 billion to order 20 C919s, and airlines in Germany, Brunei, and other countries have placed orders. It's China's statement: "We're serious about global aviation." But the story doesn't end there. Enter the C909, the successor to China's first domestic regional jet, the ARJ-21. Originally designed for domestic flights, it has evolved into an internationally branded aircraft with a new name and a new mission. Renaming the ARJ-21 to C909 was a deliberate move, creating a clear, unified product lineup alongside the C919 and C929. This makes it easier for international customers to recognize Chinese aircraft and take them seriously. The C909 isn't just a smaller version of the C919. It's designed for regional routes, with flexibility for different terrains and airport conditions, which makes it particularly appealing to countries like Cambodia and others in Southeast Asia. And as we'll see, this strategic positioning is key to understanding why nations are starting to choose China's jets over the traditional giants. So, what exactly makes the C909 stand out? At its core, it's a turbojet regional aircraft built for short and medium-haul flights. Depending on the configuration, it can carry 78 to 90 passengers and fly between 2,225 and 3,700 kilometers. Its design life reaches 60,000 flight hours, meaning it's built to handle years of regular operations without major issues. Unlike larger single-aisle aircraft like the C919, which compete directly with the Airbus A320 and Boeing 737 on major routes, the C909 is smaller and more versatile. It's perfect for flights between smaller cities or regions where airport infrastructure isn't fully developed. Think of it as the difference between a commuter train and a high-speed express. One can navigate tighter tracks and smaller stations while still being reliable. Originally, the C909 was intended just for China's three major airlines, but it's now expanding internationally. Its performance and adaptability make it a strong contender for countries that need efficient regional jets but don't require the larger, more expensive trunk aircraft. This combination of size, range, and adaptability sets the stage for its growing success in Southeast Asia, which we'll explore in the next section through real-world examples of airlines putting the C909 to the test. The C909 isn't just promising on paper, it's already proving itself in real-world operations. Take Indonesia, for example. In December 2022, Transnusa Airlines received its first C909, marking the aircraft's first international deployment. Over the next 3 years, the jet operated high-frequency routes reliably, earning positive feedback. By 2025, Transnusa placed an additional order for 2 more planes, a clear sign that the aircraft met performance expectations. Other Southeast Asian countries are also taking notice. Laos Airlines and Vietnamese carriers have acquired C909s through wet lease agreements, where the leasing company provides the aircraft, crew, and maintenance. This model allows airlines to expand their fleets quickly without bearing the full operational risk, an ideal setup for smaller or emerging carriers. And now, Cambodia Airways is stepping into the picture with a memorandum of understanding to purchase 20 C909s, 10 confirmed and 10 as intention orders. This deal shows how the C909 is gaining momentum across the region. Beyond just passenger transport, the C909's design allows for adaptability. Airlines can configure it for cargo, medical transport, or even business jet purposes, giving it a versatility that few regional jets can match. These success stories are more than just numbers. They're proof that the C909 can operate safely, efficiently, and flexibly in real-world environments, paving the way for broader adoption. One of the biggest reasons the C909 is gaining traction is its strategic advantage in price, infrastructure requirements, and safety. Let's start with price. A single C909 costs around $38 million, compared to the Airbus A320neo at $100 million or the Boeing 737 MAX 8 at $110 million. That's nearly 3 times cheaper, making it a highly attractive option for countries and airlines with tighter budgets. Next, consider infrastructure adaptability. Many airports in Southeast Asia have shorter runways and limited ground support, making it hard to fully utilize larger aircraft. The C909 was built for these environments. It can operate efficiently where bigger jets would struggle, giving airlines flexibility without sacrificing reliability. Finally, safety is critical. Since entering service in 2016, the C909 has delivered around 170 aircraft, safely transporting over 23 million passengers across more than 100,000 flight hours. This strong record stands in stark contrast to some recent Boeing 737 MAX accidents, which shook the global aviation community and caused airlines to reconsider their fleets. By combining affordability, operational adaptability, and a proven safety record, the C909 offers a compelling alternative for regional aviation markets. These advantages help explain why countries like Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, and Vietnam are turning to Chinese jets, and why the regional aviation landscape is starting to shift. The story of the C909 isn't just about individual airlines, it's about entire markets. Over the next 20 years, Southeast Asia is expected to need more than 2,000 new passenger aircraft, with roughly 600 of those being regional jets. That's a massive opportunity, and the C909 is already gaining a foothold. It's in service in Indonesia, Laos, Vietnam, and now Cambodia, proving its appeal across the region. Even capturing a small slice of this demand could have a significant impact. If the C909 secures just 10% of the regional market for new regional jets, it would reshape aviation dynamics, giving Chinese aircraft a strong position in Asia and signaling a challenge to Boeing and Airbus. Beyond Asia, Africa represents another major opportunity. The continent has many similarities to Southeast Asia in aviation needs: vast territories, scattered cities, limited infrastructure, and underdeveloped regional networks. For airlines in these environments, a smaller, flexible aircraft like the C909 is ideal. Its adaptability could help upgrade Africa's regional aviation network, improving connectivity and efficiency while reducing costs. In short, the C909 is not just a plane, it's a strategic tool for countries looking to expand air travel safely, affordably, and efficiently. Its market potential extends far beyond a single order. It could influence the future of regional aviation in multiple continents. The rise of the C909 shows that the global commercial aircraft market is quietly beginning to shift. For decades, Boeing and Airbus dominated the skies almost entirely, but now Chinese aircraft are proving that they can compete, not just on price, but on safety, adaptability, and real-world performance. Countries like Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, and Vietnam are leading the way, showing that regional jets like the C909 can meet growing aviation needs while remaining affordable and reliable. Its strategic advantages, low cost, versatility for smaller airports, and strong safety record make it a serious option for emerging markets in Asia and Africa alike. If you want to keep up with the rise of Chinese aviation, global market trends, and the latest in regional aircraft developments, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We'll continue tracking these stories and providing updates that could shape the future of air travel. And here's a teaser. In our next video, we'll explore China's growing influence in the global aviation supply chain and what it means for the next generation of aircraft around the world.